Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Susan. Today I want to share with you on how I was able to achieve this corset top. It's actually a corset made with a bra cup. It's very simple and it's beginner friendly. If this sounds like what you like to learn, stay on the line while we get started. And this is actually the sewing part. You already drafted it. So let's get started, guys. Let me use this medium to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for always coming back. I really do appreciate. And if you're just seeing my channel for the first time, do well to subscribe. In this channel I share things like this, so you go ahead, subscribe and turn on the notification button. Let's get started, guys. So these are the pattern paper I've already drafted. We drafted it in our first part. So I already added allowances. You can see I added allowance to that, and at the top I also added half-inch allowance. And when we are drafting, we actually added 1 inch allowance on the pattern, also added it again. I decided to add it again because I didn't use the actual measurement. I actually used an old measurement of ours, so I just added those just in case. This is the back pattern, and I had to tear it, and then I added half-inch that we are going to use to stitch it. So that is it, guys. I've also cut the lining. I cut all pieces of the lining, the front and the back. So the only thing remaining for us to cut now is actually the bra cover, what we're going to use to cover the bra cups. So that's what we are going to cut right now. So what we are going to do is we're just going to, so right now you're just going to go ahead now and cut a fabric like this, not too big, not too long. Then you're going to fold it first, you're going to fold it again, you can see, then you're going to fold it this other way. Just watch what I'm doing. You can see how I folded them. Then when you're done, you're just going to cut it. So it's as simple as that. And this is what we're going to use to cover the bra. So right now at the top, at the upper part of it, you're just going to come in by 1 inch. Then at the other side, you're also going to come in by 1 inch. This is because we want it to look like a bra cup, like a breast. We want to give it that shape of a breast, you get. So we are just going to go ahead now and connect it from that one point to the top, and also from this other one point to the top of that, to the middle, to the midpoints. We are connecting the midpoint, you get. So that's it. So when we are done, we're going to have 4 pieces. That's 2 for each of the bust. So this is it. So I'm going to, when I'm joining, I'll make sure that the patterns are going to be aligned. Right now I've gone ahead to add paper stay to all the pieces of this fabric, including the linings and bra cover, the back pattern. I've added paper stay, that's soft paper stay, to every piece. You can actually add a stay if you have. Then you can also add wording to the front pattern if you have. So but I didn't add, so this is what I'm going to use. So this is how we are going to stitch it for it to give us that brush shape. It's going to give us that round shape. So this is it, and we are going to, after I was done stitching, this is what we have. So it's already giving us that shape, you can see already. So you know, when we're drafting it, we actually gave that. So you can see I have that in my bra, like the bra cup, there is a dot on it. So I'm going to use Amy gum and I'm going to try. I also notch the midpoint of this breast cup, so I'm going to, the place that we sew plus the midpoints that we notch, I'm just going to make sure that they align, and I'm going to add this Amy gum on top, and I'm going to iron it first so that I'll make sure they are accurate, you get. So this is me checking the midpoint of the cup. We already notched the cup, and I'm just going to iron it so it will lie down flat. So when I was done, this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead now and stitch it down. I'm going to go ahead now and stitch it down. I've already gone ahead to use this particular one, and I've cut exactly on the lining. I just trim it. I place it on the lining and I trim it. So this is what we're going to do now. It's time for us to join the back. So go ahead and join your back pattern. I'm going to join them with half inch that we added when we are drafting it. So I'll just join them separately, and when I was done, this is what we have. So I'll keep it aside right now, and we are going to go ahead and work on the front pattern. So this is it. I've gone ahead to iron it. You can see the lines that I'm going to add boning cases to it. So this is actually half yards of my boning casing. So you can actually use anyone. You can use anyone you like. And this is actually also the sewable boning casing. So I'm also going to design it with this bias. So, but I actually want to place my own boning casings at the back of my Ankara. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to place it this way, and I'm going to stitch on top. That is because I just want it to be very accurate, and that is how I want it to be. You get me? So I'm going to place. So now let's head to the machine. So I'll show you how I'm going to place it. So I'm just going to place it this way, and I'm going to stitch it on top of it. Remember, we already ironed down, so we know exactly where we are stitching on. So we are actually stitching at the tip of this particular boning casing, guys. So when you're sewing, you're going to leave about 1 inch at the down, and you're going to leave about also 1 inch at the front, at the top, so you'll be able to turn your lining. So that is it. You can see I have some space down, and also I have some space up. So after that, I stitch on the first line. I'm also going to stitch at the back. This is it. I place one on the back. You can put as many cases as you want, but I don't have enough, so I'm just going to put only one. But if you have, you can use three. Just draw lines and put your boning casings. So that is it. This is it. When I was done, you can see I only put three, one at the middle and one at the side and the other one at the side. So right now I'm going to use this bias to cover it. I can actually leave it like that, but I want it to be like a form of design, so I'm going to use it also to cover it, that place. So I'm just stitching on top. You can see particular place, you can see how it is where we have that particular stitches. You know the thread is showing up because we actually stitch from down, so the thread is already showing on top of it. So I'm just following the thread to stitch it down. Please note that before I added this bias, I actually iron it down. You know the casings are not going to be lying flat, so I actually iron it. Take your time and stitch straight, because this is going to be at the front. It's going to show. It's very simple. What you're just doing, you're just following the tip. So that is it. You can see how neat it's looking, guys. So it's time for me to actually join the cup to the actual fabric. So this is it. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead now to pin it together. I'll pin it from the mid side to the mid side, and I'll also pin the other side just this way, making sure that they align. So I'm also going to do the same for the other side. You can see how it is. So I'll just head over to the machine and I'm going to stitch it down. So while I'm stitching it down, I'm also going to be arranging it this way, guys. So make sure you arrange it very well so it doesn't fold. Even if as you're stitching it and it folds, you have to also lose it and you stitch it again. So this is it. When I was done folding, you can see how beautiful it is. So it's time for me to now shape it. So I want to shape our actual measurement. So this is it. I'm going to take our bust measurement divided by 2, because right now is divided by 2. So I'm going to take an under bust measurement divided by 2. I also take a waist measurement divided by 2, and I also place the tape from my under bust, so I'll know the actual length of this corset. So this is it. I'm just going to go ahead and shape it. So instead of me to just say I'll take 2 inches, I have to shape it. So I'm going to bring the back pattern and I'm going to also place it this way. I'm going to stitch that way on both sides. When I was done, this is it. So right now I'm going to go ahead and trim the excesses that we have at the sides. You can see what I'm doing, guys. go ahead and trim them. If you have any excess, trim them. And also, this is the time for me to trim the down part. You know, our front and our back measurements are not the same. That's the half length is not the same. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it, making sure that the back is shorter than the front. Lay down very flat in our body and it will be beautiful. So this is me just trying to trim a little bit out from the back. Yes, I'm not touching the front, it's the back. So that is it. So when I was done, I'm also going to add these stripes. I've already gone ahead to cut them. I use 15 inches. By the time I stitch with half inch, it will be 14. So what I did, I just pin it at the midpoint of this cup. That's where we have the stitch. I pin it there. Then from the side of this particular, from the side, I'm going to measure 3 inches. You can see 3 inches that way. As at the back, I'm going to measure 3 inches. I'm going to go ahead now and place it that way. Then I'm going to stitch them down. You can see. So this is it. After I was done stitching, I stitched both sides. You can see how it is. So after that, everything I did for the front, I also did it for the back. For the everything I did, so there was no need for me to show you guys since you already did everything together. So I'm going to be stitching it with Amy gum. So everything I actually did for that actual fabric, I repeated it for the lining, and I've gone ahead to stitch. I've gone ahead to turn the neck. I stitch from the midpoint to the side and from the other midpoint to the other side. So this is the loop that we are going to use. We're actually going to make artificial loop. So this is how I'm going to place them, and I'm going to keep space of 1.5 inches. I actually noticed the 1.5 inches is too much, so I'll advise you to use 1 inch to space. Use 1 inch to for your spacing. So even the loop, I noticed it was too long. I used 3 inches, so I advise you to use 2 inches or 2.5 inches. So this is actually me on the machine where I'm stitching them together. This is how you're going to fold it. Fold it this way and place it, then stitch it. You remember we have already marked our lines that we are going to stitch them on top. So you're just going to go ahead and stitch them line by line. So that's it, guys. So when you're done stitching, you know you're going to leave about half inch at the down part that you're going to use in turning it. So go ahead and notch the neckline right now. Notch it so it will be able to lie down very flat. When I was done notching it, I still went ahead to stop stitch on top. So that's it, guys. So guys, if you've watched this video to this point, I'd like to please beg you to please like this video, subscribe, and please turn on the notification. So this is it. When I was done, I'm going to go ahead now to iron it. This is it. You can see. So right now I'm just going to trim out about 1 inch from the lining. You know our linings are not going to, it's not supposed to be the same. So after that, I'm just going to drag it this way and I'm going to stitch it. I'm going to drag it down and I'm going to stitch the down part. You can see I'm done stitching it. So at this other side, I'm going to stitch it with 1/2 inch. I'm also going to close this other side with 1/2 inch. And when I was done, I'm going to go ahead to turn to open a particular place. You can open anywhere that I'm going to turn it out. You see, I'm going to turn it out. This is me turning it out, and we have our tube corset. So this is it, guys. It came out very beautiful, and you can see it's very easy to make. So I'm going to go ahead to close that place. I'll close it, and I'm going to go ahead now to add our rope. So you can see the space that we have here. If you did not minus anything, there will be no space and you have nothing to snatch. So that is it, guys. You can see how it is. So right now I'm just going to go ahead now to pass our rope. So you pass it from this other end, you pass it from the other end, then you turn it to the other side, and also turn it to this other side, and that's how you're going to do till you are done with everything. So the length of this rope is actually about 40 inches long. So this is it. This is how it came out. It came out very beautiful and I actually love it. So guys, you make sure you watch the first one, the sewing tutorial where we were cutting it, the drafting. So make sure you watch that one, then come back to watch this one. If you did not understand, watch again, and you can ask questions on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Please do well to subscribe, like, and share to your friends. Bye.